Hello everybody. Let me try and reset. Is there sound now? Perfect. Going to Princeton Junction. So everything I said before didn't go through. That's great. Well, that's what I get for testing out a new. But, then we'll spend the rest of the afternoon until we lose the light at Princeton Junction. The new speed limits are in effect, so time to get my bag on. Actually gonna walk back a little bit. Make it easier. I've been sitting all the way in the front, so. That's a big window. Can't see a thing. Go to this side. Yeah, I'm on the Comets, unfortunately. It's been an interesting ride. Rides. Every time he takes lets the power go and then takes power again, it slams around. On the brakes for the station.
Princeton Junction. Leaving this train
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we hit 100. Or at least close. Huh.
Princeton Junction, watch your step, Princeton Junction.
I don't even know if you can call this a window. Alright, Princeton Junction. So this is the train we were on. Head over to the other side. Oh wait, maybe we're not heading over there. But... See, this is the problem. It's when they have a mix of different comets. Because this used to be a cab. Maybe not. This is the front window on it. So, when they put a bunch of different kinds of comets together, it just creates havoc. Ex-cab car. And that's the locomotive responsible for putting my spine through the top of my head. Ooh. And that's it slipping. Alright. Welcome to Princeton Junction. The Sweat Lodge. Well, at least it is today. I have never been here on a comfortable day, for the record. It's either freezing out or it's 105. So I just missed all of the interesting shit, didn't I? Because it went by while we were on the train. Yeah, there. Anything good coming?
The website's spotty, so I can't see anything right now.
Of course it is.
West, east, no. Yeah, it should be an eastbound to south.
We'll pick one. So this is the famous Princeton Junction Acela Chase station.
Oh, by the way, there's no Acela.
I was gonna say, an eastbound one passed us like 10 minutes ago. Like between Jersey Ave and here. Be careful, there's high-speed electric trains here. Although there's... Now they're super high-speed, or whatever the hell they're calling it. What are they up to, 150? So... There we go. Did I remember to bring sunblock? That's really the question. Otherwise, every time I see myself on stream here, I'm going to be more red. Alright, what do we got? Is Dinky back soon? Or did it just leave?
I don't keep track of that.
Well, you keep track of it by hearing it honk.
I don't keep track of that.
Alright,
That's what so many times.
Oh, apparently it didn't just leave because there's a bunch of people sitting around. So, Princeton Junction is where you transfer to the probably stupidest rail line on NJD, but we love it. And that would be the Princeton Dinky. Oh God, it's hot. We're gonna walk over here. It's this little two-car platform over here. This little tiny platform where the dinky comes off. They use 2 arrows, which are the multi-units they have, and it just goes back and forth. So, very simple system. Whenever you're trying to fan here, you always hear the horns because they got 2 crossings there that they actually blow for. Basically just blocking the parking lot. But Princeton Junction is largely a parking ride as well as a connection for the dinky. That's really the point of it. Now the Atlantic City line at least goes at ways. This dinky's like 5 minutes. Oh, I've had comments to let you know that people like your videos from California. All right. So, this is where we would, over the winter, hang out for hours on end, waiting to see the test trains come through of the Avelias. Jesus, it's hot. I want to take a train to a ball game. It only works so far because you still have the transfer to get to the ball game. I've never understood why. I mean, I understand why transit puts these advertisements here, but I've never understood why advertisers are so hyped to pay for advertising it. Because who? I mean, so I guess this side makes sense because you'd be on that side waiting to go to New York. Oh. What the hell? We had a dinky with a bum horn. I brought 3 bottles of water. That's the dinky, just 2 Arrow 3 singles. Let me just say, they lost power in county. I'm listening to the radio. That came through like mud, but somebody was saying they lost power in county or something. Did you hear what they said about somebody losing power in county? County's in Interlochen, not too far from here. County's up in New Brunswick, so if some or east. Some train was reporting it. I don't know what it was though. I didn't have the volume turned up. Yeah, so county interlocking is on the northeast corridor between, well, it's basically at Jersey Ave station. That last stop that we made. Whew, that's better. I had a backpack on, took that off, that helped. Yeah, so when we were coming down, we went through county, stopped at Princeton Junction, stopped at Jersey Ave, then came down, went through Midway, and got here. And now we got headlights. That's probably NJT. Based on, I think they said train 38 something when they were talking about lost power. But we shall find out momentarily. Oh, and there goes Dinky again.
All customers to the emergency service. Please report any suspicious behavior or passengers at stations or onboard trains or call the disturbing to the police at 1-888-688.
The horn on that end of the Dinky is a little better than the other one, and that's on the middle. Oh, that might be what the hell is that? Oh, it's a Keystone cab car, I think. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Nice little horn show coming in there. What we really want is the Acela to come through, because that's the one that got up to 150. I don't believe those cab cars can do one. I think they're still capped at 100 or something. Or no, 125. Alright, we're getting the water out and I'm hot. Train was hot too. So they put in these information, like digital boards at these stations, but they never tell you useful information about the trains. Like you would think they'll scroll through a bunch of ads.
And Penn Station, New York. Please stand back from the yellow line. Please watch the gap between the train and the platform when boarding.
So anyway, you'd think those signs would tell you something useful, but they don't. They're just ads, and they tell you have to get, that you should get vaccinated, and then it shows a bunch more ads. Never actually tells you, like, when the next train is, or why the train you're waiting for hasn't showed up yet, or anything. Not a useful word. Anything on departure vision? Or on the trackers?
Train that lost power is due in 27. It's running like 20 minutes late.
Really?
38:57. Supposed to be in 4 minutes. It'll be in 20.
Ouch.
Otherwise, nothing of note, really. There's that train to New York that'll be coming in
Yeah.
seconds.
You're right though, this was a nice day to come out here.
Use a little bit more wind.
Well, we need more trains. That'll produce some wind. It's kind of sad, isn't it? This is like the biggest high-speed corridor in the country, and there's just not that many trains on it during the day. Except during rush hour, I guess. Yeah, there comes that transit train. I don't know what was being said, but
Princeton Northeast Corridor Customs Train 3857, Unix westbound Princeton, is operating 15 to 20 minutes late due to earlier congestion. And train 3857, Unix westbound Princeton, is operating 15 to 20 minutes late due to earlier congestion.
do you want to pull it in a little slower here, bud?
Attention, Princeton Junction customers. The 4:55 p.m. westbound train to Trenton is now operating 18 minutes late.
Let's go down to the end. So you see how to make a clip, a video of a dozen Acela run-bys takes all day. And there you go. There's like a station house on this side, but I don't think it's actually used. Because theoretically, you're never waiting on this side. Oh. Well, this sign's out of date. No, I guess you can use it. Most people just went in. Ongoing infrastructure work has them replacing the dinky with the well, had them. Those signs are old, but one of the times we were here was raining, so we were trying to film at night under the overhang here, and these stupid LED or LCD boards make so much noise. Just absolutely horrific. But thank God we know you can take the train to the ball game. So this is the high excitement of railfanning at Princeton Junction. Whole lot of sitting around, and occasionally it gets interesting. There's nothing coming, so we'll go for a little walk. Alright, let's see, what can you do here? So, that's the dinky, that's the real train. Bees. So you got a... fucking bug. Got a shitload of parking. It's a pretty nice station. I mean, yeah, the grass is green because they actually have, you know, land here they got to take care of. It gets interesting sometimes because, you know, you've got, it's not so much a very heavy transfer station. I mean, people do get off and go on the dinky, but a lot of people park here and there's buses that stop here. So. And these are the sides, these are the way you get to the other side. There's like a tunnel down there. We can go under there at some point, but the sun is very strongly favoring this side there. Yeah, there's a couple NJT buses that stop over there. And I think there's a Princeton, like one of the Princeton buses stops there too. Trying to hear what they're talking about, but all I keep hearing is just or far away. So now I guess they're adding these giant suicide prevention lifeline things everywhere. It is. Come on, people, stop jumping in front of trains. Yeah, we're on, you know, using cheap scanners with very long antennas, but it doesn't help. And it's the same frequency that they're using, like, all up and down the corridor from north of New York. I think it's New Rochelle changes all the way to south of Trenton. So, you know, they could be talking anywhere. you can get the 600 bus to Trenton or to Plainsboro. 346 over here. You can get, oh, it says no idling in the loading zone. There's a newsstand on the other side. It's only open on Saturday till 3 p.m. apparently. One of the new ticket machines. That's nice. Someone's copped one. But what is also cool is all these spots where these people are pointing at the tracks. Those are like waiting for pickup spots where they meet for people picking people up. So you don't have to like hang out in the back until your train gets here. They actually have spots for you. So it's not the full corridor, but it's a good swath of it on the one radio frequency. Trains to Trenton, that's what we want. Whew. Yeah, you do have to pay for parking. It's not very expensive, but you do have to pay. They don't seem to ever check the parking except like during commute times, but you do have to have proof of payment. I don't think your radio antenna is long enough. The fucker starts up here, still going down, and it ends there. Oh, 3 hours. I mean, when we used to come out here for the Acela, we'd get here for the test train. Talking about parking. We'd get here at, what, like 8 o'clock? And stay till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. A few times, no one ever said anything. They really seem to only care during, commute time. Are you parked here now? Ooh, there's breeze over here. Alright. I just almost did something really stupid and leaned on a black trash can that's been in the sun for hours. That would have hurt. You're watching that highlight? See, this is what railfanning is really like. The Dinky meets most of the southbound Northeast Quarter Line trains. So this is a railfan's best friend on a day like today. He's running up the ramp on the other side. Makes me think there may be a train coming.
Is this the side of Philadelphia?
Yes, it is. Speaking of Boston. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we do need to go to Boston to check out the Green Line extension. He's too busy watching Simpsons clips. So people are asking about Philly. So that leads me to think that there's a train to Philly soon. But you know, what?
Attention, Princeton Junction customers. The next train to stop on track 4 will be the 5:09 p.m. westbound train through Trenton, stopping at Hamilton and Trenton. Please stand back from the yellow line.
Oh,
Watch the gap between the trains.
that may just have a SEPTA connection to Philadelphia. Because a lot of the Trenton trains meet up with SEPTA in Trenton, and it's actually like a timed connection.
New Jersey Transit asks all customers to be alert and aware of their surroundings. Please report
I don't know if that connection holds when NJT or SEPTA is late, but there's a whole bunch of people on that side. There's a train coming on this side, and that should be the NJT they just announced. But based on people running and the growing crowd on the other side.
Princeton Junction customers, the 4:55 p.m. westbound train to Trenton is now operating 18 minutes late.
That train's doing great. Glad I was not. Oh, see, there's your bus. There's that 600. Yeah, we were looking at before. So it just swings in here, picks people up, and goes. It's nice of it to leave minutes before the southbound or the westbound train comes in. So they call them westbound and eastbound because technically north of Philadelphia, the Northeast Corridor is eastbound and westbound. Eastbound being toward Boston, westbound being the other way. Hopefully, a set of multis like this will be my ride home. Or Arrow 3s or something. I just don't want more Comet salad. Where are you off to? Yeah. And this train's having door problems now. This car right here has still got a guard light on it. 50 feet. I don't know if you can see the red light on the side, but that's telling the crew that that's got a door unlocked. Here comes the dinky again.
I know that they're supposed to.
Yeah, they've definitely got a door hung up.
Check the doors in the back, check the doors.
Dinky. There's something coming down the, there's something Amtrak on the middle there. It's probably the train that people were asking about, I feel like. There's your stuck door. Oh, here goes the end of the platform. There he goes, he got it. We're not getting stopped. We're not getting blocked. A, he's moving. B, that thing's stopping here. There's an Amtrak day that stop here. Regionals. Man, that engine looks like crap. Yeah, so that's on 4. That's stopping right behind this. I'm not sure that Amtrak is very delayed. I know the NJT is. But Amtrak dispatches down here, so they probably, if the NJT that's late is delaying an Amtrak, they'll probably delay the NJT more and put the Amtrak in front of it. Those stickers are still on. Why, was that one of the ones that had them? I didn't even notice what number it was. Thank you. Amtrak. The fully wrapped Armed Forces one was at the 4502, I think, was in Newark going down the Raritan line when I was there. I'm all the way down here. Regional is pulled in quite deep. Yet no, they just don't take care of the things. They look like shit after a while. There's more headlights down that way. That actually might be the really delayed train. I also thought I saw northbound headlights though, so we'll see what that is. I hear something. Amtrak. It's amazing how gracefully Amtrak pulls out. And then you'll get some of these transits that just bang their way out of the station. Yeah, see, there comes another NJT. So the end doors are in vestibules. The inner ones are not. You're just in the car, right at the top of the butt, or right where the two staircases meet. Hey, you didn't actually jerk it around too good. No, it does help having the second set of doors. I believe they're also wider for ADA. Just keep them spinning. Yeah, it's all a dwell time thing. Also, if you have them on a line like the corridor where most of your stations level only doors, at least some of them, if it helps. Hey, we got a dual mode in the back. They probably would have done center doors on all these, except you can't because, you know, you're either up or downstairs at that point. Well, we got Amtrak lights. They will put dual modes on anything now. Shit, now we're gonna get blocked. Now you'll see dual modes over here all the time. They could go anywhere. So the consist rotations for NJT don't necessarily lock it in anywhere. It could be, it's not like it goes back and forth in the same line. So it could very easily be that particular set does, you know, two runs out of here, or a run from Penn to Trenton, Trenton to Penn, Penn to Dover, or something like that. You know, it's, they're not captive necessarily on one line. Ha! The Diggy crew left the headlights on the back end. I think the engineer on the Dinky was kind of new because he was, or I guess that's the conductor, because he was kind of getting scolded by the older guy saying, like, you know, don't leave. if you can see the train that you're supposed to connect with coming and that kind of stuff. Phew. And now we wait a while again. He's standing over there in the heat, but a heat-related restriction? Ah, crud. Eastbound. We're coming from this way. Yeah, so like I was saying before, a parade of trains. Eastbound is Boston bound. Westbound is Philly bound. Because when you think about it as the grand scheme of the railroad, between Philadelphia and Boston, you're going fairly east. Yeah, so the Arrow 3s either can go on the Morristown side or they can stay on the corridor side. And then obviously the diesels can't go to Penn. So they're all captive in Hoboken. How hot is it? It's got to be in the upper 80s. 92? Whew! Yeah, they can do. Well, I think the ACL is mainly Jeeps at this point. But yeah, those are diesels only. Is it really 92? It's funny, you hang out in the middle of the summer, like once it's like this a lot, and it doesn't feel as hot, but it's been like really nice out lately, like in the 70s. So today it's really hot. Where's that sunscreen? So, if you watch my streams, you know I'm like white as fuck, and I don't really suntan at all. I go straight from the color I usually am to red. So, you're about to hear this thing get sprayed a lot. So I gotta put the phone down for this. At least I was gonna say it doesn't feel nearly as humid as it sometimes does. I just sprayed myself in the face. I don't know how he never seems to sunburn. He'll stand outside all day and not get sunburned. I'm like burned to a crisp in 15 minutes. Was that the time that was really humid? We've had bad weather a lot. It's funny, we've had really unpleasant weather, but we never have gotten, like, completely destroyed our plans, except, like, when we were chasing Big Boy last year. We get out of New Orleans, and 2 days later the hurricane hits, you know. We ended up flying through it on the way home, but... I mean, alright, I'll give him that, but... Still, I've never seen him burn. Oh no, we've had horrible weather, but... I mean, in this case, it kind of did fuck my plans. I come down here for really high speed Acellas, and they got potentially got a speed restriction up. But that's life. What are you gonna do? No, we literally dodged it. Like, it hit New Orleans a couple days after we left. Day and a half after we left. And then on the way home, our flight had to go a really stupid way to get around it. But... Actually, was that the flight where we, like, flew through it and then it hit right after? That might be the one where it hit, like, right afterwards. I don't know. There was one flight we landed in Newark, and, like, the next day, like, I got home. I took the train home from Newark Airport. And that, because we had, like, torrential downpours. I don't know how he stands out there anyway, just because it's hot. But that's railroading. Oops. Drop the sunscreen. It's the water. The problem with drinking all this water is I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. Where's my power brick? There it is. Gotta keep this plugged in. Let's see here. You wanna charge? You're gonna think about it. Come on. Less thinking, more charging. Still thinking about it. I don't know what it means when the battery indicator is just blinking. Actually, if you take the Dinky, the one stop, the only stop that it goes, when you get to Princeton, there is a Wawa there, and there is a bathroom. Well, there may be a bathroom on the other side if the station's open. My phone's gonna temp. I gotta pull my phone out of the case before it overheats. Never done this while live streaming before. Holy shit, my phone is hot. And of course it's in an OtterBox, which doesn't breathe for crap, so. There we go. Holy Moses, this phone is hot. Ow, shit, that hurts. Where's my water bottle? I gotta cool my phone down. I've never had an Android. Tried and temp out before. That's a first. Let's see, will you charge? I mean, now that it's out of the outer box, it should cool down, but... Now I'm going to be paranoid about dropping it all the time. Wow, I think I just actually burned my hand. I mean, it'll cool off now if I stay in the shade with it for a bit. Actually, where's the fan on this thing? You can hear the fans a mile away. Phew. Well, now we're good. We got a cool breeze blowing. Here comes the dinky. Wait and see if we can get a report on how fast it was going. He'll count frames to figure out how fast it was going. Phone's still hot, but it's cooling off, so that's a good sign. That was 150. There we go. I thought that was fast. There you go. First live stream, Princeton Junction, 150 run of the Ocella. So, he's the only person I know that will stand there and count frames to see what the speed of something was.
Attention, Princeton Junction customers. The next train to stop on track 4 will be the 5:34 p.m. westbound train to Trenton, stopping at Hamilton and Trenton. Please stand back from the yellow line. Please watch the gap between the train and the platform when boarding.
Alright. So, the phone won't charge, but that's okay. So if it suddenly cuts out, it's because either temped or the battery died because it's basically temped and it won't charge. But, you know, what are you going to do? Modern technology. It would have been nice, but I think you had to work. Bless you. Everybody's pulling in deep today. I have no connection across the pond, but I'm sure if you had gone, would have gotten a ton of views for it, so. I don't know, I've been wanting to go to London for a long time, so I thought it would have been a fun excuse. You think that's the second hottest we've ever seen NJT come in here? Yeah, so there's the real question. We now need to make this fan railer meet up with that rail fan and see what happens. I'm reading Tom talking to people. Someone said you should have gone and met up with Jeff Marshall while you were there. What? Hot rail. Bye, Dinky. I can't see the suns in my eyes. It wasn't. We've been here once where a guy skated out of the station pretty good.
Will be the 5:44 p.m. eastbound train to Penn Station, New York, stopping at Newark International Airport.
There we go.
Newark
Now it's
Penn
charging.
Station and Penn Station, New York. Please stand back from the yellow line. Please watch the gap between the train and the platform when boarding.
Yeah, they really are hot today. This is a toasty day. This might be the set that I took up here. It is. Or down here. Yeah, that's the train. That's the train I rode in on, so. It sucks, so good riddance. I'm gonna sit on this bench. There's a bench. And I'm gonna sit on it. Yeah, they probably just turned on the platform, to be quite honest. Probably got the trend, stopped the trend, and then came out again. It would be nice if they would, but they never will. I mean, the thing with the Comets is they look old, but they're really not very old. So a lot of times when NJT goes to Trenton, they go into the yard at Morrisville, but they can't just turn on the platform. It's not like Amtrak actually builds time in to sit in Philadelphia as a way of schedule padding. So if they need to if they get in late, they can make up time like that. But yeah, NJT, if they have to, they can just pull in, swap crews or swap ends of the train, whatever they gotta do, and go back the other direction. It's also a good place just to be able to take them. They got to do a crew change. They got to do a few things when they get there, so it gives them time to do what they need to do. One of the places where it all takes an insane amount of time is Albany. It really should not take nearly as long as it does.
Attention, Princeton Junction customers. The 5:48 p.m.
It shouldn't take that long to do any of it. Oh, God.
Is now operating 15 minutes late.
Where the hell is this train that's 18 minutes late? I guess it's 18 minutes further east than it's supposed to be, but... Oh. You don't have that much time in Philadelphia. In Albany, the train gets in at like a stupid time, but I think it sits for like 40 minutes or something. When the lakes were limited. Where all they gotta do is they gotta take the P-42 off and the Boston cars and send it to Boston, and then slap a P-32 on to go down to New York. That's all they gotta do, but it takes them forever. How's the temp on the phone doing? Got hot again. Crap. Well, that thing would have cooled off being, out of the sun, but apparently not. So would that be, if this stupid phone stays this hot, I may end the stream when, after the next Acela. It's a wrench. To give it a chance to cool off, because I don't want to, cook my phone's internals. Yeah, I could do that too, I guess. Wow, even my tripod's I don't feel like moving, it's too hot. There we go. Hang on, let's go slip this in like that. Yeah, they're moving.
Attention, Princeton Junction customers. The 5:52
And that's it, JJ.
eastbound train to Penn Station, New York is now operating 13 minutes late.
Hey, he's making up time. Slowly. No, so basically if the train goes into the yard in New York, it ends up getting looped. Because that's how you get into the yard. So, they really, on the Hoboken division, they are. Because it's a stub end into Hoboken. So they don't want the diesels on the Hoboken end. But on the New York side, no, they don't give a shit.
Attention, Princeton Junction customers.
I mean, even if they wanted to give a shit, they don't really have much of a choice.
Westbound train to Trenton is now operating 16 minutes late.
18, 13, 16, something else. Yeah, the LIRR keeps all their trains facing the same direction. But they don't use Sunnyside, and they are multi-units on everything. There's the Amtrak. I'm kind of surprised this phone doesn't throw up more. Usually when a phone's this hot, it's throwing up warnings. I just dropped my water bottle on the floor. It bounced and landed vertically. I'm ready to just dump a bucket of water on my phone at this point. No, I have a Samsung, which is partly why I'm surprised it's overheating. I mean, it is waterproof. I could dump a bucket of water over it. I'm not going to, though. I used to have a Fold. Now it's just the regular S20, whatever the new one is. So the Keystones have the cab car because they don't want to move an engine around in Philly. They have to pull into Philadelphia and then reverse out of Philadelphia. And they don't want to have to like take the electric off runs around the train, because that would take forever. When they run the Pennsylvania and it doesn't have a cab car on one end, is what they do is they pull an electric pulls it down from New York to Philly. They take the electric off, they put the diesel on the eastbound end, well, what'll now be the westbound end, and leave and go down the Keystone like that.
Attention, this is Clear Customer. Train 3957, the 601 transfer from Princeton Junction has been canceled due to equipment availability. Customers may use train 3959, the 612 train from Princeton Junction. Once again, train 3957, the 601 train from Princeton Junction has been canceled due to equipment availability. Customers may use train 3959, the 612 train from Princeton Junction.
They just canceled something due to equipment availability.
Attention, Princeton Junction customers. The 5:52 p.m. eastbound train to Penn Station New York is now operating 16 minutes late.
Wait a minute. The train to New York is now 16 late? How is that even possible? He's stopping.
The person is up in Aberdeen.
He's just come to a stop. Arrows in the middle. If he didn't fully stop, he really brought it down to a crawl. Hey, arrow threes were arrow threes, right? Remember also, the fastest that arrow threes can go is 80 miles an hour, so. Just applying a little bit of water to the front of my phone. I put some water in like one of the, orbital cap. And I'm just trying to dab some on the front to see if it'll cool it down. Damn thing's too waterproof. It just beads up and falls off. It's not working. It's not cooling it down.
Transporting oxygen 7, 6 on transition west, Has been canceled due to equipment availability. Customs New is train 3959, the 6:12 p.m. train from Princeton, New York. Once again, train 3957, the 6:01 p.m. train from Princeton, New York, has been canceled due to equipment availability. Customers may use train 3959, the 6:12 p.m. train from Princeton, New York.
I mean, 80's not that fast on the corridor, but it would work if they used them on, like, just the locals. Because they're MUs, so they're good at stopping and starting. But they insist on putting them on, like, express trains, and it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I think... When's the next Amtrak? Yeah, probably. Hour 15. I mean, there probably are speed restricted down there. It was supposed to be like 107 in DC today.
This is like beyond standard.
Oh, maybe one of them's down a pan or something.
Attention, Princeton Junction customers. The next train to stop on track 4 will be the 5:48.
I'm probably going to end the stream in a minute or two here so I can give this thing a chance to, you know, not melt.
Stand back from the yellow line.
Because I'm afraid it's going to. It, like, the part of the phone, I mean, it's a Samsung, and Samsungs were known for exploding batteries, so I don't really want to push it. And if there's not going to be another couple of cells for an hour, I think we're probably good here. So, I guess I'll end it here then. Earlier than I meant to, but it'll do. So thank you for joining us here at Princeton. And I'll be live again in a couple days with some stuff for Train Simulator from my computer. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching, and enjoy those trains. Have a good night.